Well, over the past few weeks or so, I've had a lot of viewers ask me to check one of these out. This is the MyArcade Retro Champ. It's a NES Famicom gaming system that has a built-in screen, has built-in controls. It outputs to HDMI. You have the ability to connect external controllers to it wirelessly, which, sounds pretty cool. So I decided to go ahead and pick one up with some funds I've raised with the commercials I have on my YouTube channel. Since I don't do Patreon or ask for donations, I don't want none of that. And what's really cool about this, besides playing Nintendo games, regular Nintendo games, it also plays Famicom games. Now, I think this is pretty cool because there's some Famicom games that were not released in the US that I really like. Like the Space Invaders, Galaxian, Puyan, Frontline. So I thought that was a really cool concept. Now, I don't buy these kind of systems very often because I don't like the MyArcade stuff. But this one seemed to be pretty cool. So let's see what's inside the box here. Inside the box we have the game unit itself, instruction manual, some little warning flyers that we'll take a look at here in a minute. Got our power supply. It does have an internal battery that lasts around 3 to 5 hours. And we have a cartridge ejector. If you have a cartridge that's hard to remove, you can use this to get the cartridge out, or use another cartridge from the opposite end to push the one out the opposite side. Kind of neat little mechanism there. Kind of like that. Instruction manual is pretty straightforward. Just shows all the different features of the console. It is multilingual, which is why it's so thick. Pretty cool. Also has these little these little attention flyers in here, like this one here. To release cartridges that fit too tightly, you either insert a cartridge from the opposite end to push out the one on the opposite side, or use a little ejector tool. That's kind of cool. Talks about pairing the external controllers. MyArcade sells a set of controllers as well. This little guy right there, that's used for the NES Classic, the SNES Classic, the Wii and Wii U. This is a nice controller, and it does pair up with this rather nicely. This shows how to pair up the controllers. And of course it talks about some cartridges may be damaged. You may need to clean them, remove some stickers if they're too tight, that kind of stuff. Pretty awesome. So let's take a closer look at the console itself, the little handheld tablet thing. Kind of reminds me of an iPad a little bit. You got your A and B buttons over here, got your D-pad. We have the reset button here at the top. We have start and select. Have a couple speakers down here. On the bottom we have our Famicom cartridge. You see it's red, lets you know that's the Famicom side. On the top we have the regular Nintendo cartridge slot. We also have the on-off. We can actually change the screen layout, 4x3 or 16x9. We have a headphone jack. We have our power supply in. And a little power LED. On the back, we have the HDMI out, which I'm looking forward to trying that. And we have these little lights that'll come on when there's a controller paired. If one of the lights are flashing, it means there's no controller paired to that signal yet. If it's lit solid, that means there's a controller paired to this device. We have a little fold-out stand, so we can stand this up on a tabletop when we have a controller hooked up to make it like a portable screen. I like that. And it also comes with a cleaning kit. Use this little release button here. Push it off to the side, like so. So you can pull out this little tab, and inside, I get it open. Oh, release. There we go. Open. Oh, that's tight. I've not opened this yet. You can tell. Push it in. There we go. Pull it off. There. And inside you have a nice little cloth, and you got some cleaning solution in there. It's pretty cool. Awesome. That's to clean the screen. So that's a kind of nice little detail they put in there. We'll put it back on. There we go. On this side is the battery pack, the rechargeable battery pack. You gotta take out a screw here in order to pop that off. Alright, so I think we've gotten to the point now. We need to hook this thing up. Well, I need to put in a cartridge, and we'll give it a try here real quick. After I clean the screen. Got fingerprints all over it. Ah! Alright, so let's plug in a Famicom cartridge in the bottom down here. Just like so. Get in there. Did I put it in the right way? Yeah, I did. There we go. And then we'll turn it on. Boop. MyArcade Retro Champ. Cool. Play Space Invaders. So hit start, one player. Player one. Oh, cool. D-pad D-pad feels pretty nice. Not too bad. Especially with the screen resolution up here. The size, we'll put to 16 by 9. Woo! Full screen! It's all stretched out. Go back to the other one here, 4 by 3. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's awesome. Okay, so now let's turn it off and use the cartridge ejector. Now I can use another Nintendo cartridge to do this, but this works just as well. So you stick this in the slot right there, and then you push. If I put it in the right way. Did I put it in the right way? Oh, there we go. Did put it in the right way. And then we push. Boop! And out comes the cartridge on the other side. That's kind of nice. I like that. Pretty cool. Okay, so now let's hook this thing up to the HDMI TV. Wait a second. Before we hook up to the TV, let's first play a game with it on its little pedestal and using the MyArcade wireless controller with it. This would be pretty cool to see. Okay, so now let's turn it on. We need to bind the controller to this device. I'll flip it over so you can see the lights back here. You can see they're blinking, so it's looking for this controller. So let's take the battery out. Take the battery out. Take the battery back in. And once I put the battery back in, it automatically synced up. That's nice. It's very simple. And if I had another one of these controllers and I put the battery in, this light would come on solid, so you can play 2-player games. That is cool. Alright, so now we'll set this up on its little stand, and we'll play a little game of Space Invaders real quick. Okay, I've got it stood up on its stand, hooked up to the wireless controller. So, 1 player. Boop. Awesome. This external controller works pretty nice. I'm not really feeling any kind of lag with it, which is cool. Doop, doop. Love Space Invaders. Such a great game. I definitely like the ability to play some of my Famicom games without hooking up my regular NES and using my cartridge adapter to play it on there. It's kind of nice having this as a little solution to play those games, and especially in a portable format, which I really like. Now the screen looks much better than it does on camera. I tried to tune my camera to make the screen show up as like I see it as best as I could. It's not a bad looking screen. Ooh, get him! Get him! Ooh. Oh! 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 Ah. Oh! Oops. Sounds not too bad. It sounds a little high-pitched, but it could be the game I'm playing. Awesome. So let's see what Donkey Kong looks like and how it controls using this wireless controller. Let's see what it sounds like with the internal. Uh-oh. I'm dead. Oh, get him, get him, get him, get him. There we go. Oh! Okay. Sounds kind of nice, not too bad. Pretty cool. Now let's see how it plays here. Ooh, playing Donkey Kong Jr. I want to play Donkey Kong Jr. Ooh, all the pause works. I want to play Donkey Kong. There we go, Donkey Kong. Yeah. Go, little Mario! Oh, the D-pad works really well. Sounds pretty nice too. Oh! Oh! Okay, we gotta hook this up to the HDMI TV, see how it sounds and looks. Okay, so now I got it hooked up to my HDMI TV, and we will see how it works. Awesome. Looks pretty nice looking picture. It's not bad. Oh, 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 that was close. Go, little Mario, go! Jump them barrels. Oh! I'm liking this. This is pretty cool. Now I'll put the controller down. You can also play using the controllers built into the screen as well. So I'm using the screen right now to play the game. Let's change the ratio here. Oh, well, that looks terrible. Yeah, take that, Mario. That'll teach you. Pretty cool. So that's the MyArcade Retro Champ. I kind of like this. Some of the things I wish it had was a contrast control, maybe a screen brightness control as well. Because you got to be looking at the screen at a certain angle for it to look really good. Otherwise it gets kind of washed out a little bit. The controls are nice. I really like the controls on this. And I really like using the MyArcade wireless controllers. Those are really nice controllers. They're really good on the Nintendo Mini and the SNES Mini and stuff. Highly recommend those controllers. I really like those. But anyway, we're talking about the MyArcade Retro Champ. Going off on different subjects yet again. This is going to be a great way for me to play some of my favorite Nintendo games and Famicom games sitting in my front room relaxing. I kind of like this with its own little built-in screen and everything. I know there's other Fami clones and NES clones running around out there. I've not really been interested in them. This one I was kind of interested in. I kind of like it. But that's just me. These are not for everyone. You may not like these. I know there's a few people who don't like these Fami clones and things like that, which that's perfectly fine. I'm more about having a way to play the games I like to play. I can put up with a lot of little nuances. I'm not hypercritical, which is why I try not to do reviews, because I'm pretty lenient on things where other people will get after me for not being so hard on stuff. But I personally like this, so in my opinion, I like it. This is something I'll probably mess around with quite a bit. Play some Galaga, some Galaxy, and things like that. But anyway, yeah, I'm rambling again. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.